It's a great strike from Lomas, but this right arm, that gets there comfortably. It's a good save from Nico Vass, and there's his right arm, but that ball stayed in play. That's the only reason why you complain about him. The save's fantastic, but make sure you deal with it initially. And Stevie Lomas, look, doesn't hit too many sweet balls.
Andrew Johnson in. Routledge, teenager.
It's a game now, Ian. It's a game now. West Ham have settled, and Palace have thought, we're not hanging about, we'll play as well.
It's Andrew Johnson, more than capable of scoring, and he very nearly did, and Neil Shipperley has! And Crystal Palace score first in the First Division playoff final, and at the moment, they are the pride of London.
Well, if you don't take your chance to go in, you won't score a goal. But Neil Shipperley follows this ball the whole way. Andy Johnson could have given this to Granville, but he thought, no, I'm taking this on my left foot. I've hardly had an opportunity today, but this is my first chance. I'll take it across the goal, hit it with my left foot. It's not a great shot. It actually takes a deflection off the inside of the foot of Repka, and Stephen Bywater, even though it's not powerful, it's away from him, and he just pops it up to the feet of Shipperley. It hits his left foot first, Shipperley, and then it hits his right foot, and then he says, there you go. And look at the celebration, here we go, 1-0. We're on our way to the Premiership.
Neil Shipperley gives Crystal Palace the advantage offside here against David Connolly. It's not going to count. Great finish, but the flag long since up.
Well, this is what he does really well. If he gets the service, he will make Crystal Palace punish. You can see he's just offside there, but those clever runs from Connolly.
Ship ahoy! The captain shows the way to goal. Is he going to show the way to the Premiership for Crystal Palace? And Nigel Reo-Coker could well be coming on for West Ham imminently. Alan Pardew passing on instructions. Oh, a late flag went up here. It's not going to count again. The flag is up against Bobby Zamora.
Well, you just look at the quality that they can produce, West Ham, when they need to. And he's just offside as this ball comes in, but all in the space of Crystal Palace scoring a goal. They've shown what they can do on the build-up play. That's good defending from Palace. Just allows Zamora to run up.
Sean Derry looking to pick out Shipperley, but it's cleared by Christian Daly, and Etherington is going to latch onto it. Hutchison moves to his left. Michael Hughes is going to get a card for that. No danger.
Cynical, clinical, whatever you want to call it.
Anything else that rhymes with that?
He wasn't going to let him go past.
He gets a card to match the colour of his shirt. Hughes, Derry and Repka all booked. West Ham are going to bring on Don Hutchison shortly. Lomas with a long throw. Christian Daly will challenge, and it came to Carrick. And Vassen grabs it safely for Palace.
That's a good take from the goalkeeper, because if he spills anything, Brian Dean's right on top of him. They follow this ball from Carrick, he's in.
They're still in with a chance, and Michael Carrick is making progress.
That's a penalty.
Goes to ground.
It's a penalty, it should be a penalty. Legit Wood makes contact with Carrick. Oh, he clips Michael Carrick, there's no doubt about this. He just skips the ball away there from him, and there you are, just maybe on the line, maybe not a penalty, but certainly a foul. Oh, inside the box.
Well, Graham Poll had a pretty good view, seemingly, but it wasn't given. And on such decisions, football can turn. Lomas digging West Ham out. Here's Daly. It's one back fair and square by Hughes, who was then caught by Hayden Mullins, and it's a straight yellow card straight away for Hayden Mullins.
It's like confetti now, isn't it? With Graham Poll, who's got the taste for it. They're just coming out.
Well, we'll soon find out how many minutes are to be added on. West Ham will want a few. Crystal Palace will want not many. The agony and the ecstasy of the playoffs, but there are going to be 4 minutes added on. And he was getting a fair bit of stick from the fans earlier in the campaign as well. That's football for you. And it's another free kick for Crystal Palace, who are brilliantly whiling away the time here, and Etherington shows his frustrations here, and it's all kicking off now.
Well, he's silly, Matthew Etherington. He's really silly, Matthew Etherington, because he stamps, and you can't do that. And that's why it's all kicked off. He's the one, he's lost his cool, he's upset. We're not playing like we'd like to play today, and just loses his discipline at the wrong time. And the assistant and the referee will have a chat about this, and we could see a red card.
It's a yellow card for Matthew Etherington, and also for Routledge.
Well, you feel sorry for Routledge, he didn't do too much wrong.
Graham Poll sorting all that out of it.
That sums up perfectly there in this second half, in the last 20 minutes, because that's not the West Ham that this fella knows, Mr. Pardew. They played such good football in the semi-final, but not today. It's Crystal Palace's day.
Crystal Palace are in the Premiership. It's no longer a dream, it's reality. In the space of just 5 months, Ian Dowie has taken them from relegation possibles to promotion cert. His story and their story is a remarkable one, truly remarkable. The Premiership dream is not just alive, it's alive and kicking for Crystal Palace. They are back amongst the elite of English football. Who'd have thought it? The Eagles take flight to the top flight.
Absolutely fantastic celebrations. Those players, they deserve everything. Look at that fella, he's absolutely delighted.
Well, Ian Dowie has transformed this club in the space of 5 months. But let's hear from the match winner, the captain, Neil Shipperley.
Neil, you've just put Crystal Palace in the Premiership. How does it feel?
Unbelievable, unbelievable. That is fantastic. 30,000 of us, what a moment.
Have you ever scored a more important goal in your life?
Absolutely not, no. It's unbelievable. We've worked hard this season, we've had a change of manager, and this is for everyone at the club, because we were 4th from bottom, and loads of people doubted us. That shows you how strong we are to come and do this today.
How did Ian Dowie do it? How did he turn it round?
His way. And his way, he's obviously an absolute winner. 4th from bottom, and it's down to all our hard work. Unbelievable.
You were with Palace when you went up last time. How does this compare?
Yeah, basically, the fact that we come from 4th from bottom makes this one special.
Well done. Let's bring in Michael Hughes. Michael, what a day for you.
Yeah, brilliant. We're delighted, absolutely delighted. We had a few chances in the first half, which we didn't convert. I was guilty of one, and the big man's popped up with a scrappy one for us at the end, but absolutely delighted to see it go in. Brilliant.
And for you personally, you were in the footballing wilderness for a while. How do you feel now?
Well, onwards and upwards. I've forgotten about that. This is just unbelievable, you know. I'm looking at West Ham. I'm sure they'll get themselves up next year. They're a good team, and you know, we're just very pleased to do it.
Well, you were the nationwide man of the match. I've got a feeling there might be a bit of champagne tonight.
Just a little.
Go and enjoy it, boys. Go and enjoy the celebrations.
It's a fairy tale story. It's Crystal Palace in the Premiership, and Ian Dowie is the man who has taken them there from the depths of despair, from down at the bottom to up at the top, the very top. Let's hear from Tony Popovich with Fraser Robertson.
Very emotional, you know what I mean? It's been a great day, and
it's unbelievable in many ways. It's believable, you know. We've believed for a long time we can get to the Premiership. We've probably exceeded everyone's expectations, but we believed, and we deserve this day.
what was the key to the victory today?
Just what we've had all along. It's togetherness. You know, we're a team that's really together. We fight for each other, and I think it showed today. Deserved victors.
Anfield, Old Trafford, how does that sound?
Unbelievable, man. Can't wait.
Well done.
Cheers.
Well, we had so many late goals in the playoffs, but this was the ultimate twist in the tail, really, because remember, it was West Ham's goal at Wigan on the final day that put Crystal Palace in the playoffs. Now they're in the Premiership, and let's hear from the man who's grabbed goals galore this season. Andrew Johnson is with Gestries.
Andrew Johnson, you're back in the Premiership. Your reaction?
Emotional, very emotional, you know what I mean? It's been a great day, and look at that, quality.
Tell us about the goal.
Well, I picked it up about maybe like 30 yards from. I just thought I'd have a go at him, you know what I mean? I've had a strike on my left foot. I think he's powered it, and Ships has put it in. So tremendous, brilliant.
Describe what it's like from being close to a relegation battle at Christmas to be going back to the Premiership.
It just goes to show, you know what I mean? Like how much determination, guts, heart, and soul this team have got. Christmas, we were like third from bottom, and everyone was like writing us off before the game today. And we've had so many questions asked, you know what I mean? And we've answered every single question. And I think this is like the icing on the cake.
You went up with Birmingham. How does this compare?
It's much better, you know what I mean? It's absolutely tremendous. Obviously, like my times at Birmingham were brilliant, but to be involved all season, score like the amount of goals I've scored, and to be like more part of it, it's like fantastic.
Well done, Andy.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Hey, forget the triple rollover on the lottery today. Crystal Palace will take the 30 million that comes with promotion to the Premiership. Let's hear from the man who also came up with Birmingham 2 years ago, like Andrew Johnson, Nico Vasson.
Nico, you must love coming to this stadium for playoffs.
Unbelievable. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough game, a tight game, but to come out as winner again is absolutely unbelievable.
You made a couple of vital saves from Steve Lomas in particular. What was the pick of them?
Probably in the first half, I think that was the better save because it kept us in the game. Obviously the second one as well, but I mean, that's what I'm there for, and I try to do my best, you know, and I'm so happy for the boys and for the club. Just a fantastic day.
As we've said, you've done it before, but what's it like in front of the fans when you've done it? What's going through your mind now?
This is why you are a football player. This is why you all do it for. The hard work, dedication. This is why you do it for, and I'm a happy man now.
And what's so special about this group of players?
There's a tremendous belief, tremendous work spirit. From day one when I came at this club, the players just gave them all. The gaffer has them working really hard, but nobody complains. Everybody works hard, and today everybody got their rewards.
Will you be with them in the Premiership next season?
I don't know.
Go and enjoy the celebrations. Nice kiss from Danny Butterfield.
Just 5 months ago, those Palace fans were a miserable old bunch. They thought their team were going down. That was in December. Come the merry month of May, their team is going up. They were seconds away from not even making the playoffs until West Ham saved them. They were seconds away from being beaten by Sunderland. Maybe it was meant to be. And Simon Jordan taking a bit of a backseat here as the players go up to receive their medals. There will be 6 London clubs in the Premiership next season. Arsenal, Chelsea, Charlton, Fulham, Spurs. And how good does this sound for the Eagles fans? Crystal Palace, from a relegation battle in December to promotion in May, just like that. Division 2, no thanks. Premiership, yes please. And it's fitting that the man who scored the winning goal will also lift the trophy that goes with promotion. Neil Shipperley. In football, dreams can come true and miracles do happen. The story of Crystal Palace this season is a remarkable one, and it will be remembered forever. They're waiting to get to grips with that trophy. They are waiting to get to grips with the Premiership, with the big boys, with the Arsenals, the Chelseas, the Manchester Uniteds, the Newcastle Uniteds, the Liverpools, and everyone else. Crystal Palace are off to the Premiership. That's the playoffs for you, and that's football for you. Crystal Palace are holding a party in Cardiff, and we can most definitely say they are glad all over. Let's hear from the man of the moment, the manager of the moment, Ian Dowie.
Ian, you've done it. How does it feel?
Well, it's quite incredible, you know, the effort, commitment, desire, tight game, an excellent side, you know, West Ham, top quality side. I think the best in the division, and we've fucking come up tons today. It's fantastic. So to do what we've done and the manner of our performance, you know, I think we deserved it. I mean, it's a tight game. We defended resolutely. People said earlier in the season we can't defend. Today we showed we had heart and soul.
Did it go exactly to plan?
Yeah, I think so. I played Sean in there, drifting inside. I mean, you can't always go exactly to plan with West Ham's quality players, you know, so but we did what we could, and I felt our game plan worked.
The only thing that went wrong was when the video didn't work on the coach. You borrowed a video recorder from us. What was so important on that tape?
It's still motivational tape. As it happens, we couldn't get it going, but nonetheless, we've used that adversity to have strength this time. Sometimes we think, you know, everyone's against us when we're down the bottom of the league. We've used that as everyone to dig in, but we've showed today we're a football side. Now we've got the worry of dealing with some superpowers in the Premier League, but what a day for all these fans. You know, lots of people to thank, you know, all the players, the staff, the family, the chairman, everyone. It's a wonderful thing for the club.
Go on, enjoy the applause, you deserve it.
Well, just have a listen to this. They are not just glad all over, they're very glad all over. They are very glad all over Cardiff.
Beautiful! Get in there! Yes! Yes!
Two sides to the stories, and the tears are flowing for West Ham United. But from the tears to the cheers to Crystal Palace.
Cardiff's the place for winners, and look at them really enjoying themselves. Shipperley and his side, but I've got to pay my own tribute to Dowie. What a managerial performance that is. That is the performance of the season. Forget Arsene Wenger going through a season totally unbeaten with a team full of quality stars. He has picked up a side heading towards the second division and turned them into a side that is heading into the Premiership next season. You could not write the story. Things happen in football for a reason. He left Oldham, who didn't match his ambition, and now he's got a club that has, and he's taken him there in one hit.
He is going to be one of the game's top managers, there's no doubt about that. And you have to feel a bit for Alan Pardew, who had a rebuilding job to do at West Ham. They will be in the first division again next season, though, and one of the favourites to come up. But it's not about them today, it's about this man. It's about Ian Dowie, it is about Crystal Palace, it is about the Premiership. Let's join in, the Palace singing.
And that's nice to see with his chairman there, Simon Jordan. He's not the easiest man in the world to get on with, but Dowie's done that now. Absolutely perfect, fantastic. They're best of friends now, buddies forever.
Crystal Palace rocking all over the world. Neil Shipperley, the captain, got the goal that took them into the top flight. And the first division season had the ultimate twist in the tail, really. The team that West Ham helped into the playoffs beat West Ham in the final. The team that were fighting relegation ended up winning promotion. For the first time in 6 years, Crystal Palace Football Club are a Premiership club.
Thanks to Ian Crocker and to Chris Kamara. Great job. Great day. You have just witnessed one of the most unbelievable football stories of modern times. Fourth from bottom in December, promoted to the Premiership in May. It just doesn't happen. It happened today. There are still some unanswered questions. How will Palace do in the Premiership? How will they survive? Where do West Ham go from here? Those questions Brian Little and Ray Wilkins will be picking up on. Ecstasy and agony, it's all there. What a day. This man, Ian Dowie, Brian Little, there's almost mystical qualities around him now, isn't there? Yeah, I mean, as you know, I mean, Ian and I have sat on 1 or 2 programmes with you, and I've talked to him about his ways of football, and he has unbelievable opinions of it. But one of the things that he's done with this club is introduce a real work ethic, somewhat different to perhaps what a lot of people do. But it's probably been the missing ingredient. I think the trick for him now will be, you know, how much does he implement that next season, perhaps? And I know it's early to start saying that and we start picking at it, but I think it's a question that Ian will ask himself very quickly. I think he's very forward thinking. He's looked at it early doors and done an absolutely unbelievable job, as we've all said. But the next step, as we all know, is a massive one. And it'll be interesting to see what steps or what moves or what introductions he puts inside of the club to see how he can get the best out of the players at the level above. It'll be a massive test for them all. Ray Wilkins, when the party's over, the building for the Premiership has to begin straight away, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. There's not a lot of time, and I'm sure Ian will be there with Simon Jordan and trying to get things sorted out for the coming season, but it's a marvellous achievement for them. I think if you ask the players, well, every question that was put to the players, the same answer: we're a team. We work extremely hard for each other, and that's obviously the work ethic that Ian's put into the club, and it's come to the fore.
That will carry you so far, and as we've seen today, it'll carry you a long way. But in the Premiership, you need players, don't you?
You certainly do, and they do have some talented players, but their aim now is to finish 4th off bottom. Nothing more. I think these supporters will go away from here thinking they can finish top 6, middle of the table. But Ian will be thinking, hang on a second, we've got to get in there and try and stay in there. Now, 4th from bottom would be a marvellous season for Crystal Palace from today.
I think half-time 0-0 was a massive step in the right direction for them. And yeah, perhaps, I mean, that's all. I mean, so many people are talking about it inside the club, so we've got to pick up on it and say that that is the ingredient that Ian has added, which has probably had the greatest effect. Obviously, he's picked a team, and the players have performed on the pitch. But that mentality thing is the one thing that everybody seems to be talking about. Suspended Julian Gray getting in on the act. He may be leaving, but he's got his hands on the cup anyway. His part in the season was, the end of the season anyway, was significant for Crystal Palace, although he wasn't able to play today.
They've got to savour this moment, because if you look at the lads they've got playing now, I'm sure there'll be several changes within that team. So these lads that have done so well today must take this on board and really enjoy the occasion.
And they've got to keep players like Andrew Johnson, we saw there, top goal scorer, keep the best players, bring in maybe better ones. To stay in there next season would be another fantastic thing, which I'm quite sure Ian will want to take on. Great stories all round. What about Michael Legiatwood, who came from Wimbledon, hurtling towards Division 2, bottom of the table, arrived at Crystal Palace. Ian Dowie's only real transfer, £150,000. Now he's in the Premiership. He's with Fraser now.
Michael, in February, you're with Wimbledon, facing relegation to Division 2. Now you're going to be playing at Anfield and Old Trafford next season. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm delighted to be here, delighted to be playing in the Premiership next season.
What about the way the boys played today?
Everybody was top-notch. Everybody played on top of their game. They put that little bit extra in, and now we're up.
You're up now, it doesn't matter, but there was a tackle on Michael Carrick late on. We looked as if we thought it was a penalty. Was it a penalty?
Nah, cleanly took the ball. Cleanly. It's just one of them things. Happens.
Enjoy the celebration.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Bye. Going up.
We'll see that, but that's a bit of an exaggeration, Ray. I don't think he took the ball cleanly at all.
No, I didn't think so, and I think the important thing as well, George, Graham didn't give a penalty kick, but Michael Carrick never took part in the game after that, and that was a good 6-10 minutes to go, and it left him with a nasty ankle. But it looked to me as if it was a clear-cut penalty.
Yeah, we'll see that all very shortly, but for the moment it doesn't count. Well, it won't ever count, will it, Brian? That's it. It's
a fantastic day. It is without a doubt in our domestic calendar the best day of the season. I genuinely think so now. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, to win the First Division and to get promoted from the First Division to the Premiership is fantastic. But when you achieve it this way around, George, you can see today it's absolutely monumental. It's a fantastic day, and one which these lads will remember for the rest of their lives.
It's Leicester, Wolves and Leeds down, isn't it? It's Norwich, West Bromwich Albion and Crystal Palace in their place, Ray.
Yeah, exactly. And I go along with Brian. And if they can stay in the Premier League next year, that will be a bigger feat than they've achieved today. And I'm sure they'll give it their best shot. And it only makes the First Division harder next year with the standard of teams that are coming down. So the first division will be extremely competitive.
They're learning very quickly. Experienced managers are learning, obviously, but I think there are a lot of lessons in recent years that Ian Dowie, Gary Megson and others, Nigel Worthington, will take on board and will always have had stored in their mind. And at this moment in time, I don't think Palace will be behind in trying to sign players that they might be after. I really don't think that's the case. I think their mindset will be, they'll have had already game plans in their mind, but their final game plan will be sat down, we sorted out very quickly, and we wish them well. But it is the massive step, as we all know. And any of the three, if all three stay in there, then it would be fantastic for the Football League.
And in terms of the playoff winners, Ray, having less of a break, well, I imagine every single one of them can't wait for the season to start now. I don't think I've seen players in playoff finals stay on the pitch longer. They just don't want to go away, do they?
Well, I think the supporters have made them stay, really, because they've stayed. And they've had a wonderful support here from their supporters, as have West Ham supporters.
This year's a surprise to us all, but he has done it in a structured manner. You know, they've changed the club around. They've got a structure there which has got them there, and I think they'll do exactly the same next season.
Well, they finally left the pitch, and they're heading towards the dressing room, the Crystal Palace players, and I suppose that's when the champagne will start to be popped a wee bit.
We are